Okay. So, I don't know if anyone is watching this, but this is something very hard for me because, um, I never thought in a million years I would allow myself to be this vulnerable, you know, and just allow myself to be just like stripped full of like everything from me. Something very interesting I want to say because the more I look at myself um, and embrace what I perceive to be imperfections and things of that nature is very powerful because I've realized as I'm going more into my journey of self discovery and self love, um, I'm starting to discover that a lot of things that I have experienced as far as pain and things of that nature are like programmed, like way before I'm even born. You know, these are programmed in our families. This is programmed in our psyche. Um, Even programmed in your race. So what I'm trying to get off to without going on a big ramble. Um, I'm always having the same issue. Okay. So as you guys can guess, or if you can guess, whomever's watching, I've already started unbraiding my hair, and I did this like last year on Facebook, and I honestly did it because I had to do a Facebook Live, and I just really did not have the time to, pick out a proper Gilda. But the more I get into this and everything like that, I started realizing that why have I been so ashamed of my hair? Why have I been so ashamed of like seeing like me without makeup, seeing me? Yeah, well, that wasn't meant to be a funny video. Honestly, I do a combination of different videos. I don't want to be like stuck into some like one realm and being one dimensional. That's just actually just showed me like on meth, honey. At 12 o'clock in the morning, thinking that I could really make something, and all I did was just make a damn fool of myself. But as I'm starting to discover more and more, um, I'm accepting all of this. Um, when are you going to? When are you going to? I'm already clean, honey. That's what I'm saying. This discovery of self care is actually been accomplished more so because I'm being clean. And I'm being able to, laugh at my downfalls like when I was high. But yeah, I want to do more videos and everything. So I won't be such a foreign object on this channel whenever I do a live or whenever I do a video. So hey, if you girls or guys, thank you. I'm actually pursuing that again. Um, I had an audition earlier on this month, and I haven't heard back from anyone. But oh well, you know, I think everything needs to happen at its own organic timing. And happy belated Thanksgiving to everyone. I guess the whole focus of this, because I got more people in here now, I just wanted to just say this: reshifting self hate. I've noticed has been a very long time for me because like I did a video last year and I was having a mental breakdown on camera Actually, that wasn't the first time I've had a mental breakdown on camera. But the thing about it is that I started like tugging at my hair, and I was just basically saying that, oh, I hate this hair. And a lot of times I think that I started realizing that like people always would ask me like when I would take my hair out, I'm like, why don't you wear your own hair? And my first reaction would be like, I don't want to wear this nappy ass shit. And I would say that without even thinking for a second or so. And I didn't realize that every time I said that I was just like slowly, you know, starting the seed growing. But I've always like looked at, I don't know, this is the black thing. But I think most people in the black community has always like looked at nappy hair as a bad thing. And now that I've been watching a lot of these natural videos and just this whole shift has been started now. And now instead of having self hate, it's like when it comes to these men, honey, it's like that hate has been redirected at them. And I'm seeing it happen, and I'm like saying to myself, like, you're hitting me up at literally 1 o'clock in the morning, and you are telling me that you'll be at my house in 10 minutes, and you're bringing nothing. You can't even bring me a bucket of KFC chicken because you don't want to make a stop. No, honey. Nigga, if you don't get the fuck up off my line, honey. And it's just like I start to see a lot of people for who they are. The uncomfortable truth again. I'm like, wow. I put up with all this stuff and just because of the fact that I was on drugs and you know I wanted to get a nut off or whatever like that, and sometimes we'll put up with that shit and still not getting it off. And now that the drugs are not a component, I'm starting to see everything that I've been blind to all this time. And but you know what? What really started me wanting to do this particular video right here is because I was reading the comments on some random ass thing on Instagram, and they were watching a video of Michael Jackson, and it was like a clip, really small clip, and one person had left a comment, and she said, only if he knew how beautiful he was. And I just thought that was just so interesting. Because, it was definitely a video of Michael from the 80s, like early 80s, like when he was still brown skinned. But that just sparked something inside of me. And I started really like going back to like my old yearbook and, just going through like old pictures of myself and realizing just how, I know it's gonna sound conceited, but who gives a fuck? Attractive I was. And I was like, But these were the years that I cannot stand, and I've probably had like 6 suicidal attempts in those years. But, it's so funny, like when you start dissecting different areas of your life. And I think the most obvious thing is that I bought this wig like 3 weeks ago. This wig here. Okay. Now, if you can see this, I've worn this on the first video that I did. Coming back to, but as you guys can see, my hair is not that much different. I mean, it's still kinky, but it's still like in that same room. And I'm like, as I am like down to like my last couple dollars, I started realizing, I'm saying to myself, okay, so I'm gonna pay this African lady, and that's another thing too, little things like that. Because the first thing I said to myself is, I'm gonna pay this African booty scratcher to braid my hair and just put it in a cornrows so I can wear wigs for 3 months, And she wants $80. But you see, you have to understand something. Listen to the term here. I said African booty scratcher. And already right there, reshifting the self-hate. Ever since I was a kid, I would hear that as a derogatory word, and no one never thought anything about it. And I think that even in our society, when you look really deep into a lot of things like black magic is always like supposed to be like the worst, you know, and then white magic is supposed to be good. So you see what's going on here? The shifting. So there's a lot of shifting that is going on with me right now, and I must say it is. Hmm, it's really cool. It's really cool because of the fact that one of the great things about when you are on drugs or when you're just in a state of like I don't give zero fucks, I could care less about. I can't stand myself, so guess what? I don't give a fuck about you, and I think that that is one of the great things about when you are in the midst of your addiction. Not that I'm advocating addiction, but you just kind of like have this no holds barred type of situation to where you can be nothing but authentically honest. And I definitely say that when the party's all gone, when everything's all said and done, you look in the mirror and you have to accept what you see right before you. How are we gonna handle that? I did a video like this on my channel like 2 years ago, and I think it was called the Authentic Me. I was supposed to be like, oh, I'm gonna really promote self love because I'm gonna just take this wig off right in front of everybody, and I'm gonna boom my natural hair, but it wasn't my natural hair, and like, bitch. Now one person had left a comment and said, now, bitch, I see you preaching self-love and everything, but, that's cool and everything, but if you're going to keep it real, keep it all the way real. Honey, that was a lace front that you had on. And I'm just like, why did that annoy me so much? And I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to probably do another video like that. But this time I'm going to be like really real about it because of the fact that, most people will play video over and over and over again, and they'll start catching teas. They'll start catching like, oh, wait a minute, that's a lace there. So I think that if you're gonna keep or reshift the self-hate that you may have or someone else may have or anything, then you have to have a strong foundation. And if you have a foundation that is made of lace or a foundation that is not authentically you, I don't know. It's gonna tear down. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that when you really break it down, this hair right here, this is synthetic, is not that different from this. And I had to really come to terms and say to myself, you know what, bitch, I don't have time. I don't have time or the coin to play this African braider to basically do something or basically to hide anything black about me. When I get on YouTube, I want to be, fresh wash face, crinkled, wet curls or whatever in a ponytail. Put that nappy shit in a bun. So that is how I've been reshifting my self-hate. Also, if there's anyone in New York or LA that knows of a good Botox person, please let me know. Hit that inbox because yeah, I want to get some Botox in this forehead, honey, because I've noticed my fine lines are yeah. Alright, so that ends it for this. I'm going to go to sleep, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Thankful I'm actually thankful for a lot right now. I'm thankful for, people with their honesty, negative or bad. And I am thankful to be alive right now. All right? You guys should be thankful for a lot too.